with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News Nowcast.
Good evening, I'm Marissa Thomas, and thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of the Erie News Nowcast. Governor Josh Shapiro visited Erie today, touting a budget proposal that could help local seniors. The governor visited West Senior Center, explaining a plan to increase the property tax and rent rebate program. Under his plan, more seniors would become eligible for up to $1,000 in tax rebates, provided that they make less than $45,000 a year. Right now, it's just a budget proposal, but it's one with fairly strong bipartisan support in Harrisburg.
I heard loud and clear from the Republican caucus that Senator Laughlin's a member of. They don't want to raise taxes, and they want to make sure there's money left in the rainy day fund. I heard loud and clear from Representative Harkin's caucus, and they're both in what's called the majority, meaning their caucuses are each in charge in their respective chambers. And I heard they want to be able to invest some money in solving some problems. I think we can do both.
The property tax rebate expansion is one of several tax cuts and rebates proposed by Governor Shapiro, but legislators still have to agree to a final budget before any proposal can become final and take effect. A nonprofit is helping connect small businesses with resources they may not have known have existed. Members of Impact Corey have begun meeting with businesses in the city of Corey to inform them of low and no-cost resources that are now available. Former Edinburgh professor Tony Peyronel recently joined the nonprofit with the goal of helping small businesses thrive. His plans to start in Corey, then spread the initiative to other rural communities.
I love rural communities. I love rural businesses, and I know that in a lot of ways they can be overlooked and miss out on some things. And part of this is to make sure that they don't miss out on a lot of the opportunities that are available.
A local father-daughter duo is preparing for an annual journey that is helping raise money for a local nonprofit organization. Dan and Emma Peyretano are about to embark on their 7th large-scale walking adventure this summer. Today, at Voices for Independence, friends and family gathered to help cheer them on and send them off. The journey that Dan and Emma will take in Vermont will be 192 miles over the course of 14 days. Emma was born with cerebral palsy, and ever since 2015, her father Dan has been pushing her in a special wheelchair for this great cause. So this will be their 7th annual journey. Today, family and friends lined up with their pom-poms to cheer them on and give them a proper send-off celebration before they head northeast next month. The goals of Emma and Dan are to raise awareness about inclusion for anyone with any ability, plus donate to a local organization of their choice. And this year, proceeds are going to a great cause.
We have a program here through Voices for Independence, our fitness and activities, where we provide activities for individuals with disabilities, say bingo or healthy living cooking, necessary skills like that, fitness and wellness as well, fitness classes, one-on-one fitness programs.
Many Americans following the recent drama surrounding the royal family plan to get up early Saturday to watch the coronation of King Charles. But after some negative polling about Charles as King of Canada, we visited our neighbors in Niagara on the Lake, Ontario, to see if they're as excited about the coronation. Niagara on the Lake, the first capital of Upper Canada, has a storied history with many visits from the royals, including the Queen. Still, one recent poll showed 60% of Canadians don't support Charles being recognized as King of Canada. But at the Scottish Loft on Queen Street, owner Simeon Bental says sales of items surrounding Charles and the coronation are picking up, and most people we talked with expressed optimism.
Some of the people are like 50-50 about him. I say, well, give him a chance. It's, it is what things in the past, but just give him a chance, because I think he will make a very, very good king.
I think people are looking for modern day leadership, and I think that he has an opportunity to show that he's willing to put that foot forward, and I look forward to seeing how that transpires.
The Lord Mayor said it's actually the crown that drives all the Canada's form of government, courts, and the elected legislator, more so than the person wearing it. He believes the new monarchy will understand that. Our weekly series, Remembering Our Veterans, took an unexpected turn. We chatted with Doreen Johnson in late March about her late husband, Edward, a Korean War veteran. Then on Sunday, April 23rd, Doreen passed away at the age of 87, and her funeral was last Saturday. Her family gave us the blessing to run this story, a story of courage and fortitude. Mike Ruzzi has more.
I think that was 4.
Doreen Johnson was born on August 8, 1935 in England and moved to the United States to marry her husband, Edward Johnson, whom she met while he was serving in the U.S. Air Force during the Korean War.
I became a nanny because there was 10 of us kids, and it was quite a handful because they was farmers. So I became a nanny, and I took care of these American people. The experience of everything that's gone through my life. I sit and think about it, and I can't imagine, meeting up with my husband, getting married.
As a child, just walking to school was extremely dangerous for Doreen, facing unexpected air raids. And that walk to school at times took hours each way.
When they had that really bad block bombing in London, really bad, well, that they called the Blitz, and I was right there when it happened. My kids can't believe that we had to carry a gas mask on our back every day to school. We'd go to church, have it hooked on our back, come home from church, that thing would be still hooked on our back. We had to know just how many seconds or minutes it would take us to get onto an air raid shelter.
She was married to her husband Edward for 64 years, and memories of the war and her family were never far away.
What's your toughest memory? What do you think of that?
My toughest memory
that you'd like to forget?
is my husband having to come home and leave me. Yeah. I had a good family. His grandparents, which they were wonderful people, beautiful people, all their family. And I really enjoyed every one of them.
Mike Ruzzi, Erie News Now.
Doreen was an active member of the Northeast Baptist Church and a former member of the Wesleyville Baptist Church for 55 years. She was also quite proud of her career. She worked at the Hills Market on Station Road in Harbor Creek for 40 years. Thanks for joining us for the Erie News Nowcast. Join us for the Critical Eye on the CW at 10 and more Erie News Now at 11 on WICU and WSEE. Until then, have a great night.